Hey y'all, hey, it's Bodie, and I'm back with another download. This is a powerful one, collective, so y'all tune in because when I tell you there were several different messages that came through this encounter, that's exactly what I need. If you have tuned in to this particular download, this is specifically for you. There are too many messages that came through this one encounter for it not to be specifically for you. One of these messages are specifically for you. Tune in, okay, collective? You know, nature is always communicating, always, but especially during springtime. And y'all know I've spoken a lot about the birds, how they will be bringing us messages and how we need to tune into them, right? So let's go ahead and tune into this download. Let's go ahead and get into it. I was sitting here in the back of my house in the kitchen area, and I was just about to record the Beauty and the Beast download that I got last night. For some reason, though, I get up out of my chair. When I get up, collective, something catches my attention out the corner of my eye. I noticed through my glass doors here that lead to the backyard, I see a huge, beautiful falcon perched on my backyard fence. I was so mesmerized, right, that I set my butt back down. Okay, let me tell you something. I sat back down and I leaned into this falcon's energy because I knew it was here for a reason. I knew it had a message for me, collective. So I leaned into the energy and I spoke to the falcon, right? Energetically, like, thank you for coming. I give thanks for this message. I know you have a message for me. What is it that you want me to know? And it was almost as if I had gave it permission or something, because I swear to you, when I said that, it looked directly at me through these glass doors. Okay. And then it kind of like tilted its head to the right. And then it like tilted his head to the left. And then we kind of looked at each other for, a few more seconds. You know what I mean? It was like a beautiful encounter, man. It sat perched on the fence for a little while longer and then it flew off. My goodness. I was like, I don't know why I was so amazed. I don't know if it was because it just caught me off guard, or how beautiful and massive it was, or that connection that came through. I don't know, maybe a little bit of everything. But when it flew off, I went right into meditation, right? Gave thanks for the message, asked to open up my mind's eye. What is it that you're trying to tell me? When I tell you there are so many different messages that came through this falcon encounter, y'all, just try to follow me here, all right? I haven't had time to sit with this download at all right? So y'all just, have grace with me. Try to follow me because there's a message here for you specifically, all right? The first message that came to me from this encounter through my meditation was to expect unexpected surprises, collective. Unexpected surprises are coming, let me tell you. I also picked up on abrupt changes in the environment, but these abrupt changes, although you were being caught off guard with these abrupt changes, they were positive, they were uplifting changes, if that makes sense, right? This falcon was a positive omen, right? So all of these messages are nothing but deliciousness. Let me tell you something, all right? So somebody that's tuning in to this message, expect unexpected surprises and abrupt changes in your environment, all right? It's coming, collective. It's coming. Now, here's the deal. Had I not got up from this seat, I would have missed the encounter. I would have never gotten the message because I would have never seen the falcon. So this tells me that you will be nudged or urged to get up and move or to take a step and go here or do this. You're going to be urged or nudged to do something over the next few months, collective. And if you follow through on that nudge or that urge to get up or move or go in this direction, there's going to be an unexpected surprise, okay? That's going to bring about some type of abrupt change into your life. Yes, yes, and yes. I give thanks because it's nothing but goodness, okay? Let's move on to the second part here. Now, after I came out of meditation, right? After I received that channeled message, I said, okay, I need to research because I know that there are other hidden spiritual meanings, when different birds show up and the colors that they have and how they show up and where they show up, right? So I dug a little bit deeper into the research, okay? And this is what I found. Again, these are different messages for you, collective, right? One of these messages, if not all of them, are going to relate to you, right? If not all, but definitely one for sure. So when I did my research, I saw that a falcon that's perched on your backyard fence is bringing a sense of sudden clarity, collective, heightened awareness, and it's asking for you to pay closer attention to the life path that you're currently going down, right? So some of you guys, over the next few months, there's going to be sudden clarity. If you've been mistaken or confused about anything in your life, clarity is coming, which is a little bit of a contradiction because I know we're going off into this Mercury in retrograde energy. We know the Mercury in retrograde brings about confusion. You know what I mean? But Spirit is saying, no, if this message is resonating with you, sudden clarity is coming. There's a heightened sense of awareness that's coming, and it has something to do with the path that you're currently on, right? I feel like Spirit wants you to reevaluate or to evaluate the path that you're on. Where are you going, right? In the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next 2 years, where are you going? It's time to evaluate that because I feel like, again, there's sudden clarity. There's a heightened sense of awareness tied to the direction that you're going in. And if it's unclear to you about, well, where am I going in the next 6 months or where am I going in the next year or two? Clarity is there, right? There's a heightened sense of awareness about where you're actually going. If you already know where you're going in the next 6 months, the next year or two, but there's some confusion behind how am I going to get there? Again, sudden clarity is coming. There's a heightened sense of awareness connected to the path that you're taking in life. So tune in to that, okay, collective? Yeah, man. The other message that's coming through this Falcon encounter is, it has something to do with boundaries, okay? It has something to do with the collective examining their boundaries and protecting their peace over the next 3 months. If you feel like your energy is being pulled in all different directions, if you feel like you're overcompensating in any kind of way in any area of your life, this message is coming to you to say, listen, it's okay to put up boundaries. It's time that you protect your energy. Yeah, man. See, some of you who give a lot but receive very little, you're used to being in that position. You're used to playing that role. It's a comfortable role for you, right? You're used to being the last thing that you look out for. You're used to taking care of everybody else or, being the solution-based person or handling things. You're used to that, right? That's a comfort thing for you. But Spirit wants you to get outside of your comfort zone. It wants you to place up healthy boundaries, and it wants you to protect your peace over the next few months. Yeah, man, I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like you being everything for everybody but yourself is not getting you anywhere. And I feel like there may be clarity around that, of how important it is for you to put up some boundaries, okay? Yes. Let's go ahead and move on to the next message. This message for some of you, collective, is going to be like a wake-up call. Okay, it's going to be some kind of wake-up call for you, collective, all right? Where you have to gain some type of higher perspective. It's like spirit wants you to have some type of higher perspective about whatever is occurring in your life over the next 3 months. It's like a wake-up call. You're getting some kind of wake-up call. This wake-up call has something to do with, number one, you being able to focus, and number two, you eliminating distractions. I feel like there's a lot of distractions around you that takes your focus away. There's a wake-up call that's coming. If you're on social media a little bit more, if you're overindulging in activities that is not getting you nowhere or not getting you closer towards your outcomes, things like that is going to start to come to light for you. Spirit, again, wants you to have a higher perspective over something or some area in your life, okay? Spirit wants you to eliminate the distractions, and it wants you to focus more so on what you need to be focusing on. It has something to do with the boundaries and protecting your peace, right? Yeah, man, a higher perspective, eliminating distractions, and being able to focus. Okay, let's move on. The next message that came through this encounter is, collective, somebody needs to pause first. Somebody needs to observe their surroundings. They need to gather all the facts before moving forward. Okay? Somebody here that's listening to me, you're ready for change. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to move on. You're inspired. You're motivated, right? You're ready to take charge. You're ready to get things moving and things like that. I totally feel you. But Spirit is saying, pause for a second. Make sure you are observing your surroundings. Make sure that you are gathering all of the facts before moving forward. And this is especially important during a Mercury in retrograde, because we never want to start anything new during a Mercury in retrograde. We never want to sign any contracts during a Mercury in retrograde. We never want to start new relationships or new businesses or nothing like that, right? We don't even want to move. Like if you're uprooting and you're moving during a Mercury retrograde, that's the last thing you want to do. You feel me? You don't want to do too much moving, okay, during a Mercury retrograde, right? So Spirit is saying pause first, right? Observe your surroundings, gather all the facts before you move on. It's just saying to take your time. Make sure you know what you're doing. Okay? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because I do feel like this Cancer season, this Mercury in retrograde season is definitely bringing clarity, which is like kind of off-putting because Mercury in retrograde usually brings confusion. But for some of us, it's bringing clarity, man. It's bringing us a way out, and we're ready. We're ready to go. We're ready to get it popping. But we have to pause for a second. Make sure our I's are dotted, our T's are crossed. Make sure everything is laid out before us. Make sure that there is pure, clear communication and everything is everything type of a thing, right? Don't be too impulsive is what this Falcon message is saying for some of you, okay? Because change is definitely here. Now, the last message that came through is there's an opportunity that's close by, collective, but you need to be alert, okay? That this is probably why Spirit was saying you need to eliminate distractions. You need to focus on what you need to focus on. You need to put your boundaries up. You need to protect your peace. You know what I mean? You need to gather all the facts because there's an opportunity that's close by. If you're not tuned in enough, if you're not alert enough, collective, you will miss the opportunity. If you're too distracted, if you're doing everything else for everybody else, you're going to miss this wonderful opportunity. I feel like it's a life-changing opportunity for a lot of you in the collective, man. I trust whoever needed to hear these messages will receive these messages in the most perfect ways under grace. Asheo. I'm going to go ahead and end it there, collective. Oh my God, I trust that this channel came through how I needed to come through. I trust that y'all received these messages, man, because this is it was a very powerful encounter. You know what I mean? I had to share it with y'all. Just as a reminder, I do offer one-on-one clarity sessions. I've been helping people for over 15 years using my spiritual gifts and divination. So if you're interested in any of my services, go ahead and reach out to me. My contact information is in the description box below. If I've ever read for you before, if I've ever prophesied over your life, or if any of these downloads have ever manifested in your life thus far, I am offering you a free 30-minute one-on-one clarity session reading if you would be willing to write a review. If so, contact me via email. That contact information is in the description box below. Until next time, y'all. Bye.